They say sometimes freedom is won not with guns, but with words that shake the world. It was 1958, and the people of Guinea were facing a choice that would change history. France, their colonial ruler, had offered its African colonies a deal: stay under French control with a little autonomy, or vote for complete independence, but risk losing all French support overnight. Most African leaders were afraid. They worried that without France, their countries would fall into poverty. But in Guinea, there was one man who refused to bow: Ahmed Sékou Touré. Touré was not born into riches. He was the grandson of Sékou Touré, the great warrior who fought French colonization decades earlier. That fire still burned in his blood. As a young trade union leader, Sékou Touré had already led workers' strikes against unfair treatment. He knew that dignity mattered more than comfort. So when French President Charles de Gaulle came to Guinea in 1958, Touré spoke boldly in front of thousands of people. His words cut like a sword. "We prefer poverty in freedom to riches in slavery." The crowd erupted in thunderous cheers. For the first time, a colony had told France, "We will stand on our own." On September 28, 1958, Guinea voted overwhelmingly for independence, the only French colony to do so. The result shocked the world. But France did not forgive. Furious at Guinea's decision, they tried to make the new nation suffer. French officials destroyed documents, burned fields, cut off electricity, and even removed light bulbs from government offices before leaving. They wanted Guinea to fail. Yet, instead of giving up, Touré turned the struggle into strength. He called on his people to rebuild their country with their own hands. He reached out to other nations, like Ghana under Kwame Nkrumah, and even the Soviet Union, for support. Slowly, Guinea began to rise. Touré became the first president of independent Guinea. He was a symbol of courage across Africa, showing that freedom was worth every sacrifice. His words inspired other nations to break their chains too. Of course, his leadership later became controversial, with strict rule and political repression, but no one can deny the power of that moment in 1958. That day, Sékou Touré's voice spoke not just for Guinea, but for all of Africa. They say freedom has a price, but Sékou Touré proved that sometimes, dignity is worth more than gold.